Now, after more than 5 hours of burning, the fire on this tanker truck is finally extinguished. And this is expected to be a massive funeral procession for Officer Moats. It will travel down these streets that he once patrolled and also past the Maryville Police Department where this memorial has been set up. The gates at the fair will open here in just about an hour, but all mechanical rides will remain closed today because of the terrifying moments that happened on this Ferris wheel behind me. The lightning is lighting up the sky at the TBI Command Center, and they are saying that this severe weather could likely help get Simpson and Carly out of that remote area they may be hiding in. Rocks are still falling down onto Interstate 75. This one coming down this morning and bending this rail, which should be strong enough to support the weight of a semi-truck. This 70-2 vote to expel former Representative Jeremy Durham was not surprising to anybody. But what shocked everybody is that Durham showed up to today's special session to defend himself. You've made East Tennessee your home. You've served our country. You have beautiful grandkids that are watching right now. We can say hi to them. And now that you get to go to see this memorial built in your honor today, how excited are you?
Go. Nice. That's awesome for the first time. That
Hey,
was great.
thank you.
Good job.
And see, it's not hard to learn. It's easy to learn. You can come out from 10 until noon this Saturday and tell everyone how to sign up. So what you're seeing right now, Mary, this has really just happened in the last 10 minutes or so. It's an aircraft recovery team, and they've arrived to pull the plane from its wreckage. This morning, we finally have a full list of all of the victims, and some mourners and some people came out last night and added. You can see all of the 49 names there. What does it take in this kind of investigation to get those charges taken seriously without turning this into a witch hunt? And we'll get into a little bit more about why these were all planted and how long they will be here coming up in the next half an hour. Katie.
Brittany, I think with your green dress and your blonde hair, you just fit right in. It's a perfect place for you this morning. Thank you.
I look just like a sunflower.
You sure do, Brittany. Thank you so much.
The need to pass this bill is why lawmakers are in Nashville for this special session. But this bill was largely overshadowed for the first 2 days by the expulsion of former Representative Jeremy Durham. But today, lawmakers showed up with a renewed focus and a desire to get this done.
I hereby declare the House of Representatives 109th General Assembly of the State of Tennessee now in extraordinary session.
On the third and final day of this special session,
relative to underage driving while impaired, Madam Speaker, members, Senate bill is on the desk.
lawmakers in the House of Representatives finally focused on fixing their own work.
The language that is in this bill as proposed today will put us back in full compliance with every federal regulation.
The original bill that went into effect in July violated a federal standard.
We're here because of a $60 million mistake.
The federal standard says underage drunk drivers cannot have a blood alcohol level above .02. The law Tennessee originally passed violated that standard and allowed a blood alcohol level of .08. That violation almost cost the state $60 million.
Losing $60 million, the governor felt like it would impact public safety. That's why he called the special session to bring us back.
And they needed to fix it quick. This special session is costing taxpayers nearly $100,000.
We're voting on Senate Bill 1.
Ayes 85, 2 nay.
Senate Bill 1, having received a constitutional majority, hereby declare passed without objection. Motion to reconsider is tabled.
The bill passed both the House and the Senate almost unanimously and without much discussion. Nearly everyone in this usually conflicted chamber in agreement on fixing this bill and heading home.
Everybody in this chamber has the right to remain silent. Let's exercise it today and go home.
Lawmakers will not meet here again until the regular session begins in January. And I spoke with several members of the Knoxville delegation, and they all said that they're going to spend these next few months talking with their constituents and focusing on winning their re-elections. In Nashville, Brittany Bade, WBIR 10 News. This is Carly's first year at Hawkins Elementary, and she's already made such a huge impact on students and teachers in other grades. Today, everybody here is wearing purple, Carly's favorite color, as a sign of support. Everywhere you look at Hawkins Elementary School, you see signs of Carly Trent.
Her face is very familiar to all of us. She was one that was very quick to give out hugs on bus duty days, and you kind of miss those.
But the third grader has not been here in 5 days. The TBI issued a statewide Amber Alert after her uncle checked her out of school under false pretenses. There have been no credible sightings. Her school family is hoping. She knows they are not giving up hope. Fifth grade teacher Amy Anderkin is having her Girl Scout troop plant purple flowers. Carly's favorite color.
We always try to take care of the landscaping here at Hawkins Elementary, and this year we wanted to do something purple in honor of Carly.
The preparations for Purple Day started early.
We care, that we're really concerned, we're really worried.
Principal Barry Bellamy came in early to change the marquee's message, something he didn't think he'd need to do.
Never dreamed that here almost a week later that she's still missing. So that's why I didn't change the sign, because I thought, well, they'll find her really quickly. And I hate that they've not.
They say even if Carly doesn't know all this is happening for her, the school will continue to pray and wear purple until she's back home safely.
As long as Carly is missing, we're going to be showing signs of support for her.
Every school in Hawkins County is wearing purple today, as well as several other local businesses. Everybody hoping that Carly is found safely very soon. Back to you. I spoke with the director of her foundation earlier. He said something that really hit home, and I think is so true for so many people, is the amount of people that she impacted through her life as a coach is incredible, but the amount of people she impacted through her courage and fight with Alzheimer's is immeasurable. And even on this tough day that they're going through as the foundation, they are finding hope and optimism by doing what Pat would have wanted them to do, which is get to work. It's the way Pat Summitt played the game and lived her life.
Back-to-back championship.
She was strong, courageous, and loving.
Nice game. Nice game.
Characteristics that shone through even during a life-shattering announcement.
She'd say this is not a pity party, which is what she said when she announced her diagnosis.
Even though Coach Summitt's 5-year battle with dementia, Alzheimer's type, is over, the executive director of the Pat Summitt Foundation, Patrick Wade, knows both her legacies will live on.
You know, I was thinking earlier, it's not like she hadn't done enough. You know, she became the greatest coach of all time in women's basketball and one of the greatest in all of basketball at any level, and then decided, you know, I think I'm going to take on Alzheimer's disease.
Wade calls the disease an epidemic of our time, a sentiment that Pat shared. The foundation's goal of finding a cure now has another reason to work harder.
We are driven, we are motivated, we are privileged, we are obsessed with making sure we are following her marching orders, because those orders are to help find a cure for this disease and to help other people.
On the day of her death, Coach Summitt supporters decorate her memorial with flowers, balloons, and of course, a basketball. And those who knew her are thinking about what her iconic stare is looking down on and thinking about now.
I think it'd be that thank you, I love you, and get out there and make a difference.
They definitely are already working on making a difference and getting back to work. Later this year in December, they will open the Pat Summitt Clinic at UT Medical Center for Alzheimer's work. And you know, Robin, there's just so many Tennesseans impacted by Alzheimer's. There are enough Tennesseans with Alzheimer's to fill up Neyland Stadium, obviously here on UC's campus. So many people, and they are excited to get back to work with this newfound motivation for Pat Summitt's passing.
All right, Brittany Bade, thank you so much.